The government is facing more questions today about its participation in an EU scheme to secure vital equipment to fight coronavirus. In the first socially distanced Prime Minister's questions, the new Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, clashed with Dominic Raab, who's standing in for Boris Johnson. He asked why the government hadn't significantly ramped up testing and wasn't using all of the available tests each day.
There are two elements of this. Getting the capacity up is part of it, and we're making good progress, and I hope that he has conceded that point. The issue of then increasing the demand is something that we've got control over. Of course, we're making sure that the eligibility is broadened. Our focus, as I think he would agree, should be on frontline NHS staff.
An RAF plane loaded with personal protective equipment, or PPE, has landed in the UK. The plane was due to arrive on Sunday with a consignment which included 400,000 surgical gowns sent from Turkey. It's believed the aircraft, which landed at Brize Norton early this morning, contains up to half of the expected kit. The government has faced mounting criticism over its failure to ensure NHS staff have the protective equipment they need.
We had a problem a few weeks ago. Some of our PPE deliveries didn't turn up. But the overall challenge is this enormous demand, and we're working as fast as we can to get supplies of PPE into the UK, hand in hand with increasing the manufacturing of PPE in the UK for things that we have the raw materials to make.
Armed police have arrested a man on suspicion of firearms offences after a person was seen apparently firing a gun from a balcony in Kent. Video on social media appears to show a man shooting a gun from a top-floor balcony in the dockside area of Chatham. Police say they detained a man in his 30s and found 4 suspected imitation firearms. The family of the late Stephen Hawking have donated his ventilator to the NHS to help treat patients with coronavirus. The physicist, who had motor neurone disease and died in 2018, used the ventilator in the last few years of his life. His daughter said he had received brilliant and compassionate care at his local hospital, and his relatives were delighted to be able to play a small part in the battle against coronavirus.